All right, so today we're doing something a little different. I've got one car and I'm gonna throw it into 7 different tornadoes, starting from the weakest one on the scale, EF0, all the way up to EF6, which, fun fact, doesn't even technically exist, but we'll get to that. Basically, what I want to figure out is, at what point does this car actually stop being a car? Like, where's the line where if you were sitting inside, you'd walk away fine, versus where you'd have zero chance? Let's just go through it and see what happens. Okay, so EF0, this is the weakest category we've got. Winds around 65 to 85 miles an hour. Honestly, I don't think this is going to do much, but let's watch. Yeah, see, nothing. Car didn't even flinch. This is actually the wind speed that most people picture when they think tornado, but really this is like barely anything on the scale. All right, let's crank it up. EF1 now, we're talking 86 to 110 miles per hour. This is the range where you'd start seeing roof shingles peeling off and stuff like that. Let's see if the car notices this one. Well, yeah, it's shaking a bit right now, you can see that. But honestly, it's perfectly drivable and still looks like a car. There was no crash, everything's fine, time to move on. This is EF2, 111 to 135 miles per hour, and this is actually where things start getting real. At this wind speed, you're looking at roofs getting torn completely off houses. So let's see what it does here. And there it goes, sliding along the ground now. The whole side is crumpled. Honestly, if someone had been inside, I'm sure they would have survived. But those few seconds certainly wouldn't have been pleasant. It gets even scarier. Look, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss new videos. EF3, 136 to 165 miles per hour. Just so you know, this is strong enough to derail actual trains, so a car's not going to have a great time. And there's the flip. Yeah, that's it, it's rolling now. Windows are just gone, frames completely bent out of shape. This is honestly where I'd say your odds start dropping off a cliff. EF4, from 100 to 66 to 200 miles per hour. At this level, we are talking about well-built homes being wiped off the face of the earth. So I honestly don't know what is going to happen here now. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's airborne, man. That's not really a car anymore. That's just debris flying through the air at this point. I don't think anybody's walking away from that. All right, EF5. This is the strongest tornado category that's ever actually been recorded happening on Earth. 201 to 235 mile an hour winds. Let's see what's left after this. The car literally turns into an airplane. Yes, there is practically no chance of survival here. Under these circumstances, no one could have made it out alive. Now, EF6, real quick, this category doesn't actually exist officially. Scientists just say a tornado's never needed to be rated this high. But I was curious, so I figured, what if one did happen? Let's just see. Yeah, I don't even know what to call it now. We'll never see the car again. It's shot off into the stratosphere, and in reality, there would hardly be any ground left where it had been parked. So that's it. That's the whole test. So if you're wondering where the actual cutoff is, I'd say somewhere between EF2 and EF3 is where your odds start really disappearing. And by the time you hit EF5, there's just nothing left to survive, period. If you thought this was crazy, go ahead and subscribe. Because next time I'm doing this exact same test but with a semi-truck against an EF6, and I think it's going to be even worse.